Okay, the story is, am I the a-hole? If I were to tell my husband that I don't want to have a relationship nor help him care for the child he fathered with his lover. Oh, girl, bye. I can't still believe that this thing happened to me. I'm just so lost and so tired now. I never expected my husband to do this to me after all we have. English is not my first language and I am in shock, so please forgive me if there's some messing up in my post. I'm just venting. My husband is 44, my husband 45. We've been married for 2 decades. We have 4 kids together, and they gave all the kids. Their kids range from 23 to 13. All of our kids are adopted since I cannot carry a child to term. Ooh. And I treat all the kids as if they were mine. I birthed them myself. My husband and I have a wonderful relationship. We're high school sweethearts, and we always were able to address issues. We both have good jobs, and et cetera, et cetera. We were each other's first in everything. So imagine my shock when my husband told me this morning that he had a one-night stand with a coworker 9 years ago that resulted in a boy. 9 years ago? 9 years ago. 9. Okay. 9. Okay. Now, just this morning, my husband told me that his affair partner's parents contacted him about a month ago and told him that she became pregnant after they slept together and gave birth to a son. So apparently, she didn't tell him, the affair partner didn't tell him that she was pregnant. Needless to say, it's still an affair. Duh. Anyways, they said that the affair partner's parents, which is the kid's grandparents, that they can no longer care for the boy since they're old, and they want him and the affair partner, the lady that he cheated with, she in jail. Clink, 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 clink. Wow. So she locked up for the unforeseeable future. What'd she do? She killed somebody? Because unforeseeable future, that's deep. Okay. They wanted to still have the kid with them, but they won't be able to provide a good life for the child, so they want the husband to take his baby. Time to get your baby. I just became numb the entire time he's explaining this to me. He told me that of his plan to turn one of our guest rooms into the boys' room and wanted to introduce him to our kids as their new brother. Wait a minute. Pause for a second. Give me a minute to take all this in. My husband, the boy... He said the boy would be grateful to have a normal life and parents that would love him, which from this, I think that's what he's saying, me and him being the parents. I don't know what to do. I know the boy is completely innocent. The kid is innocent. They didn't actually be here. It's not their fault. I feel bad for making him feel horrible, and I'm a bit resentful. Definitely would make you resentful. Absolutely. For this child's existence. I'm currently locking myself in our bedroom, and he's been trying to get me to open the door, but I just want to cry myself. I don't want to care for the child, and I don't want to see the result of my husband's infidelity. But I also pity the boy. So am I the a-hole? And then here's another note. He already got a paternity test, so the boy is his. This is one of the questions I asked him earlier because I was hoping that the boy actually wasn't, so then and he was just being scammed, so maybe we can just move past this. So, I don't know. I just know that side babies are a deal breaker. I'm just cheating side babies is a deal breaker. I know that they've been together for a long time, and it depends on the person. Maybe they can go through some deep extreme counseling, but the fact that he was out there sleeping with somebody and not even protecting himself 9 years ago, and mind you, he kept the affair from you for 9 years. You wouldn't even knew about that if this baby wasn't produced. That's crazy, because I believe I know that wasn't his first affair. That was not his first affair, because if he able to the secret for 9 years, he been out there in the streets. Anyways, so back to what I was saying. Yeah, no, I don't think I could do it. But when you this is the hard breakup, 20 years, 4 kids, that is the separation of that, and breaking up a family is hard and not good. But I think that level of deceit is something you got to really sit on and see if you could work through it. I'm not the type of person that could just sit back and forgive that. It will run circles in my head. I wouldn't be able to forgive it. The fact that you lied to me this many years, I'm gonna start thinking about everything that you did lie to me about that I don't know about. Because if you keep this deep of a secret, well, he didn't know about the baby, but the fact that you had an affair, period, and you kept it from me for 9 years, that in itself is insane. So I don't think I could do that, let alone have the baby move in my house and I got to look at the baby every day after I feel so deceived by you. And now I'm probably resentful towards you. I don't want to feel that way, but that's what it is. And I got to see the baby every day. It is not the baby's fault. The baby is completely 100,000% innocent, and I can fully understand that. However, I don't think that I'm going to be able to in that moment accept that, and I don't think I'm ever going to be, because I'm just that type of person. But to each his own. I'm not knocking somebody if they decide to accept it or if they don't, because after 20 years, That's a long time to walk away from. But again, my mind goes back to, if you kept that a secret for 9 years, what else have you kept a secret? How many other affairs have you had? Maybe the other affairs didn't result in a child, but you still had an affair. So I'm not going to be able to have the baby. Getting somebody cheating, getting somebody pregnant in our relationship is not for me. You know, getting married and my husband having a side baby, it's over. It's over. There's nothing for us to talk about. There's nothing for us to talk about. We need to figure out how we're going to divide all this stuff and work everything out. And if we ain't, and then I'm older now, so we ain't got no kids because I ain't had no more kids. So if that was the case, we got to, if I did have a kid, we'd have to just split it up and figure out how we're going to do this custody and how we're going to work it out and become amicable. And I'm going to need some space for a minute because I'm pissed off. So I'm going to just need to get some space. But no, I'm sorry. Husbands, side babies, cheating, deal breaker. It's just no, I can't. I know I can't knock people for wanting to fix things because I understand, 'cause I've been there. But like, no, I'm sorry. What would you do?